sensibly.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Who wants to do TLDR?
You know what? I'll go ahead. I'll do it.
All right.
Thanks.
What?
So, what happened last sesh was nothing. This is the beginning. All right, let's start it up.
No, I meant like write
Like,
the TLDR.
Yeah, take notes.
Oh, roll. We roll for that.
We're
Cool.
rolling for that now?
Well, probably better just take notes from the beginning. That's how I do it.
I'm giving Katie a +10.
What? I don't pay that close attention. I have fucking ADD. We should roll for it.
Wait, is it lowest or highest?
Apparently, it's highest.
Take note, you fucking wizard.
Broad
What do you mean, apparently? Nerd.
Broad.
No, it's good.
bullet points.
We'll rotate every session. We'll
I'm down
we'll
with that.
roll for it.
Okay.
I mean,
All
either
right,
way,
Phil,
me and
it's on you,
Johnny are
Phil.
in the complete safety zone.
Okay, Phil, it's up to you.
I got you.
Alright, so, TLDR, shit happened in the last, 20... Was it 25 years that we established?
At least.
Yeah, it's been 25 and a half, 26 years.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
A quarter of a century.
Let's see, we are starting in...
I'm going over here.
I'm gonna need a pin on the map to where we're starting.
Drop a pin.
Drop that pin. Take me back to the days when Alia was level 6 and we were roving the map.
Having a
3
good old
agents.
time. We didn't know who we were.
Without a
We
care in
didn't
the
give
world.
a shit.
Fuck, who's this guy? I don't fucking care.
We were there to take names and kick very ass. We were all out of names.
We sure did.
And we're almost all out of areas.
Well, they're not important anymore.
Yep, they're deposed, especially
Yeah.
when fucking Big Daddy, Big Papa Flame drops the hot tea on everyone. By the way, that's Fahar's new title is Big Papa Flame.
Flame.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll remember that.
Alright, but... alright, the camera begins in the sky. It is dawn. The air swirls in this beginning to get quite hot, dry place. It is the desert. As the camera pans down, the distant hills and cacti appearing from below. Scene cuts to the sheriff's office, establishing shot. And then inside we see our group of misfits and adventurers inside their cells. Some inside their cells. Let's begin with the one who wakes up first would be Waylon. And what does he look like?
Waylon is a scrawny but yet lanky human with platinum blonde hair that goes about just above his shoulders. It's like silky and straight and very shiny. He's got these bright green eyes, this pale skin, and he wears this large wizard hat that has a kind of rose, pink, and blue color combo. He wears a white button down, and on his back he has the robes of what look to be some kind of cloister. There's symbols of candles all over this robe, and he just kind of wears that as a cape off his back. He wears skinny kind of black slacks, and he also has various pouches and containers on his hip, along with well, if he's just waking up right now, then the first thing he does is he pulls out a small, or like I'll say like maybe like a foot long pink crystalline pipe that he begins to check and realize that he probably doesn't have any of his drugs, so he can't
Yes,
And,
Waylon
yeah,
does have the latest iPhone.
he definitely has got a very very apparent aesthetic.
All right. And then, rousing groggily soon after, from with a terrible hangover, is the half-dragon Shayna.
Mm-hmm.
And what does she look like?
Well, a mid-tone skin half elf in most respects. Aside from these brown scales that cover her arms and back, that sort of sculpt into these wings. You know, you wouldn't know she's a half dragon by looking at her, but there's definitely something going on. As she sort of rises from being face down on the ground on like a burlap sack, wings covering, shading her face a little bit, wearing loose like harem pants almost, and like a crop top that sort of ends nice and even along the top, shoulders with scales exposed, and these sickly pale green eyes with like a cat slit in them, sort of blink, irritated.
And your rousing has also roused another half-elf.
Is that me? Is that my cue?
That's your cue. What do you look like?
My
Who are
cue.
you?
Well, I mean, I've posted so many pictures in the chat, but for the audience at home, I have this lovely flowing mane that goes about to a beautiful white hair, same skin tone as Shanna, for reasons which are obvious to us. Very like in between features, a lot of femininity, but then again a lot of masculinity in there. It's very neutral. You can't quite tell what exactly this half elf is. Air quotes, many. Although you can tell that they are very well built for what a half elf can be.
All right, and the final prisoner here, the tiefling in the room blinks their eyes open, having never seen this place before. Solus, what do you look like as you get up?
So yeah, just until a moment ago, Solus's eyes were completely blackened over, and as he blinks open, his eyes are an opaque white. He has gray skin, almost with a tinge of green. He's wearing commoner clothes with a duster jacket over them. He has a smoky white hair. You might even call it off-white or white with a tinge of silver. With a I forget the name. Undercut, which is regaining popularity in Code and Cow after it was popular 20 years ago.
Everything comes back around.
Yeah. It takes a generation. With this quote, the first thing you might notice, of course, is about his 6-inch horn erupting from his forehead that seems almost like a seashell almost in pattern and shape. And yeah, that's I think this. Oh yeah, he's a bit taller, 5'11" specifically. Young looking guy, but definitely an odd looking tiefling, not a normal looking tiefling.
If there is such a thing.
Yeah,
In this world, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I do not like the aesthetic of like the tiefling with the horn.
Yeah,
Like the
Hate the Draenei tiefling
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, with the
So
big
much.
brow.
Yeah, with the brow horns. I just no.
I see that art everywhere, so I assume that's how people picture most tieflings, but I don't like
I
it
assume
either.
that's how most people are wrong about tieflings.
Yeah.
It's what happened when 4E wanted to be World of Warcraft, the tabletop RPG.
Yep.
And they kind of copied a lot of style choices from that universe, consciously or no.
I appreciate your single-horned tiefling boy.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
like it.
Yeah.
With his cloven hooves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should mention that.
That's an underappreciated feature, honestly. I'm glad you have it.
Right. And before our final hero enters the scene, how do you guys rouse? You guys look around yourselves and see your other companions in the cells.
Are we all in separate cells?
Thane and Shayna are in a single cell. Otherwise, Waylon and Solus, you have your own cells.
Who's across from me?
Solus.
Okay. So I can't see someone.
No, we're just together. It's just you and me.
All right.
Yeah. So, we'll say you're right. You wouldn't be able to see someone. You cannot see. Where's my dice tower?
Get it out.
Okay, here we go. I'll just use this one.
Oh, I have a question that would relate to what I'm doing.
You cannot see Waylon, so you can
Okay.
see Solus.
Okay. What is this cell made out of?
Underneath you feel like this is a concrete or time period appropriate equivalent to concrete
Mm-hmm. It
floor.
can be concrete.
Yeah.
The Romans used concrete.
But then it was lost, and I don't know when we regained it. But you know, it doesn't matter. We have concrete.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
All right, concrete floors, brick and concrete walls surrounding you on 3 sides with thick iron bars in front.
It's not impossible for you.
Where am I? As I get up and I'll approach the bars of the cell and peek my eyes around.
Waylon tips his wizard hat. Shamai, friend.
Tips wizard hat.
Is that a language?
More like a dialect.
Ooh.
Do you know Did we do something together?
I don't know what you're implying here exactly, but no, I've never met you before.
Well, why are you here?
That's a damn good question.
Uh,
As far as I know, I was told that I was the only one who could have committed some crimes in town.
Wizards are scapegoats sometimes, aren't they? I understand. Sometimes the law doesn't have places for us. Hey, anyone out there?
And almost as if on cue, you guys hear as the sheriff enters these doors. It is a centaur with a big old cowboy hat. He's got his poncho with a golden star pin on it, emblazoned with his name, Sheriff Bucky. And slung over his shoulder is a big old rifle, and peeking out the back is a little halfling.
He's got a big iron on his hip.
And as he enters, the halfling hops off. And what does the halfling look like?
Well, you know, he's definitely got a nice little cowboy hat. Nice little cowboy hat. Peeking out from under that hat, two bright, cheerful hazel eyes. Kind of a messy mop of kind of curly black hair. He's wearing a kind of a green and brown poncho. Got his long sleeve shirt, little cowboy pants and cowboy boots. But you know, it's you can't really see much of him because it's all hidden under that poncho. But you see, as I walk, that he's definitely got a gun of his own holstered on the side of his hip, and he is wearing a beaming smile and is so happy to be here.
Clash Trader.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, what?
Don't worry about it. I didn't say anything.
Oh, it's nothing, Tyler. It's funny to the rest of us.
Fuck you. If it's funny to you, I know it's terrible.
I'm guessing we have none of our belongings.
Right. You don't have your spell components. You don't have any.
Did they take my jewelry?
Your jewelry, your necklace, is right where it should be. But otherwise, so the sheriff comes into the holding cells and says, let's see. Oh, I practiced this accent. Howdy, y'all.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. I practiced it in my head. It sounded a lot better there.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all.
How you doing?
Oh, looks like y'all are all up already.
Yeah.
Here to let us out.
I prefer not to be.
We've much cooled down since last night, I think. Doing all right, Thane?
Now hang on a second. I know that voice.
Huh?
I run over to the middle cell and say, "What? Waylon? Waylon, what?
Tomwell the Halfling.
How'd you get yourself stuck in here, bud?
Why don't you tell me that?
Oh, right. I turn back. Hey, Buck, how did you get stuck in here?
Yeah, as your memory seems to come back to you in flashes, you remember, oh yeah, there was a break-in at one of the houses. Someone threw a bunch of shit everywhere. Not literal shit, but like stuff. And it seemed to be of a conjurous nature, that all the stuff would be there now. And there's only one conjurer in town at the moment.
Prejudice.
All right. I do see how that could arouse some suspicion, but this is an old friend of mine. I know he'd never be getting into trouble like that. Wait, well, you didn't do it, did you?
As far as I know, I didn't.
All right, good. I look like quite a fool if you did it. I know you'd tell me because we're friends.
Why is he like a tiny Applejack? I love it.
What a good. He is just as good of a boy as I remember him being.
Told you.
No. The sheriff says, "Now y'all hold your horses. The dear missus is coming in for breakfast, and you give her your best behavior. We don't have this many guests often, so she's cooking up something special."
What are you talking about?
Wait, say again?
What are you talking about?
He says you're gonna get breakfast soon.
Oh. Well, free room and board, Zane. How about that?
That's kind of nice.
It's not the worst accommodations I've had in my time.
Hey, Mr. Sheriff Man.
How you doing this morning?
Hey, I'm great. Well, no, that's a lie. I'm not that great. I really would like my book back.
Sure thing. Here you go.
Does he hand it to me?
Yes, he hands you a book.
Is it my book of ancient secrets?
It sure is.
Oh. Solus just holds it for a little bit. Thank you.
While we're requesting books here, I seem to remember you taking one of mine as well.
Nah, you're gonna have to hold that one for a little bit. I'm afraid, Mr. Conjure.
Now, I told you, I don't think Wayland's the kind of guy that'd be doing any of that sort of thing.
Innocent, really.
And the smell hits you before she enters the room. A woman with just the biggest bustle you've seen in your entire life enters.
No, I highly doubt that.
Oh,
All right, that's impressive.
Pretty impressive. That's pretty large.
I don't know if it's the largest.
Yeah, and then you realize, wait, no, that's not a bustle. That's just her.
it's another centaur. God damn
Okay.
She comes in with fresh bread from the morning and a pitcher of water. And she looks over at the half-dragon. Now, feeling a bit less hankering this morning?
Well, I've cleaned up the sick in the corner, if that's what you're asking. I could really go for that pitcher.
You two made an awful big ruckus last night.
Well, now, I noticed that it's interesting that the ruckus starters aren't in here with us.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Well, there's a difference between making eyes and making fists.
They hit back. But it's no matter. We'll be out soon enough, I'm sure, now that we've cooled down.
Can we please get a glass of water?
You just leave the pitcher here.
And here you go. And she pours you a glass in a middle tin and hands it to you through the grates.
It's gone. And I hold it out for a refill with a winning smile.
She graciously gives you another.
Thanks. That should be.
Then Thane will slide over her glass to Shayna as well.
I'm actually really fine. I just don't want it to bite me later in the day.
Surprised it's not biting you now.
Well, I threw up, so I'm mostly fine.
Fair enough.
Now, why is this horned lad allowed his books? Yet he was jailed last night as well, correct?
Oh no, Solace has been here for weeks.
What?
Wait, what?
Now don't play games with me, KDM.
What?
Sure.
So, okay. And he'll just like start biting on his thumb.
What kind of jailhouse is this? Keeping people here for weeks.
Well, it depends on the person and the crime.
Well, this isn't a prison.
I mean, there's not even any place to lay down.
Where's the due process?
You're looking at him.
Ah, that's why they call it justice, because it's just us. Is that it?
Just throw people in here at your leisure?
Well, when they be starting brawls, yeah.
I wouldn't expect a small town like this to have a very advanced court system.
Well, there has to at least be something. Right?
So what happens next? Do we go to court or something? Or we're gonna have breakfast and we're gonna talk. What's happening?
He looks at you quizzically. Now, Mr. Solace, don't be playing games with me.
I don't follow.
And Vanessa hands out the loaves to you guys.
Oh boy, crazy bread.
No,
So this is where Oswald comes from.
no, ain't nothing crazy about my bread.
Normal bread.
And describe the bread, Oliver. What does it taste like?
This is whole wheat.
You say whole
Oh.
wheat?
Yeah.
So spicy food then.
Hmm.
Well, point at Shayna. Well, you're sober now, and you just got in a little strap. Pointing at Thane. I think we can let him go, right?
Think
I was
they're.
under the impression we would be staying the night, and that's all.
You think
just,
these two have settled down yet?
I think I'm fine.
No apples or sugar cubes to go with this?
I'll take an apple.
I'll take a near beer, please. That's
Well.
non-alcoholic, by the way.
We only got water in here. If you want a near beer, you gotta go to the saloon.
I mean, that's near beer, isn't it?
Hey, you got. I can't see you, but I like that guy.
Can
All
I
right.
see any keys that either Buck or Tomwell has?
Yeah. So, Buck takes out a key ring and unlocks the cell to Shayna and Thane's cell.
Thanks for breakfast.
All right. Well, if the deputy thinks you're all right. However, I warn you, if you cause any more commotion, you'll be in for a lot longer than that.
Oh, don't worry, Sheriff. We're only passing through.
I promise only to cause commotion if commotion comes to me.
And I kind of like wrap my arms and wings around Thane's shoulders, and I'm like, you have to tell them that.
That's not what you say in the jail cell.
Well, I mean, the door's open.
Come on, Sibs. I'll explain later.
Hey,
All right.
Sheriff. I put my hands together, pleading. I don't know what I did. But whatever crime I did, I'm sorry. I'm here. I'm repenting. Please let me go.
If the door's not locked, you can leave anytime.
I'm gonna try mine. Is my door locked?
Yours is definitely locked.
You're the only actual criminal in these cells.
Suspected criminal.
Yep.
And he takes out the key and waggles it at you.
I look at it.
You're gonna have to hold on there for a little bit more while we investigate this.
How much detail can I get as I'm staring at this key?
Give me a perception check.
Oh no. It's right in front of me, but my perception's gonna be bad. I perceive
A 5. It's like too fast to get a good look.
Ah, shit. Okay, no worries.
And Vanessa says toodles and leaves the room.
Now, Buck, is there anything that Waylon could do to prove to you that he's a good guy?
He looks at you, tail swishing. Saying, well, we've got him in here as a precautionary measure, but the evidence against him is pretty spotty.
What if I rope him in to help us find who caused all that commotion? I'm sure he'd cooperate. After all, he is one of my best friends.
Yes, best friends.
We go way back. We met all the way up in Waterdeep.
just the once.
Oh, it was a great time.
Got attacked in the sewers.
Yeah, we almost died.
Well, if you chaperone him around and don't let him out of your sight, then I'll let you guys go until we find the true culprit. If you don't think he's the one.
What do you say, Waylon? Will you help us find who caused all this mess?
Yes, because that's how law works. You, without warrant, arrest someone and then force them to do your job.
I'm not forcing you. I'm just asking you.
Well, if you don't like the deal, you can stay here.
All right, all right. If it'll clear my name, then I'll help you out.
Oh, I can't wait. Another adventure with Wayland, just like old times.
As long as we don't have to fight any giant snakes this time.
Hey, Mr. Whalen and little deputy.
Lil Deputy.
Little deputy.
I'm still getting my bearings here. I don't really know anything about this town. Can I stick around with you guys? I'm a little scared of what's going on around here.
Are you are you feeling all right?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
Seek, what's wrong with you?
You've been in this town longer than I have. You were staying in this jail cell before I even rolled in.
And how long ago was that, Taco?
I don't know, more than a few weeks.
You became deputy in a few weeks.
It's an entry level position.
They give minimum wage, no benefits, and I don't get holidays off, all right?
Seniority is a technicality.
I truly do not understand the rural life. Sheriff Buck, this gentleman here with the horn, how long has he been here, and under what circumstance have you communicated with him before?
Talking face to face, just like us here and now. You've been here for a good 2.5 weeks, I reckon. Now, feeling like leaving.
I'm sorry. I don't remember that.
Well, you're a funny one, I'll give you that. Well, your stuff's in, what's it called? In the drawer, just as you put it there. So off you go.
He'll meekly gather his things. He's like rubbing his arms because he's uncomfortable.
I definitely want to gather my things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Things are important.
All right, you
Things
guys.
are very important.
You guys all have your things.
Hell yeah.
I want to pull Shanna aside. Pull Shanna aside just real quick. Shanna.
Yeah.
Should we help them?
What? Sure. I mean, it's your vacation as much as mine.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like an adventure.
Okay. I mean, I don't feel strongly one way or the other.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Then I'm going to raise my hand until the deputy notices me.
It's gonna be like, you can just speak up thing.
I just want to be polite.
Oh, okay.
Hi there.
Hi,
What?
Mr. Deputy.
Oh, my name's Tomwell.
Do you prefer Tomwell or Deputy Tomwell?
I mean, whatever.
Okay, Mr. Tomwell, we would like to help with your investigation. Yes.
Oh no, that's just great.
Oh, that's great. Well, God help us, we're all dying. Why don't you guys head out and take a look around then?
I'm sorry, what was that expression?
Hmm?
What was that expression? God help us, we're all dying.
What do you mean?
What?
What?
Never mind. You know
I'm-
what? Never mind.
I'm a little curious myself,
fine.
please.
It's fine.
Well, if the jailhouse is empty, I guess I'll make my rounds then. Y'all shoo now.
Chewing.
Yes, yes. Tomwell, it looks like you have plenty of assistance to auxiliate your situation here. I'd probably just get in the way, to be honest. So, if you don't mind, I'll be taking my leave.
No, no, no. We can't do it without you, Leyland. Come on, aren't you excited to go on another adventure with me?
And with us.
Well,
Tomwell, the
First
last
time
time
for
we went
everything.
on an adventure together, I ended up smelling like sewage. Not exactly my definition of a good time.
I can help with the smell. Actually, I have a spell for that.
Yeah, she's really good at it.
And besides, you got nothing to worry about here because we don't have a sewer.
There you go.
Ain't no plumbing around here. We all shit in the ground.
I'm glad I grasped the use of that pot back there. That would have been disastrous otherwise.
Such Abolite ways for these people. Truly quaint.
Where are you from?
You go ahead and answer that first.
Code and Cow, depending on how you look at it.
I mean, more like a small town on the outskirts, but
Whoa.
yeah.
Hey, I grew up in Golden Cow.
Oh?
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Not a bad place to grow up. Gotta say.
Not a bad place to spend your young adulthood either.
Are we outside now?
Yeah. So you guys are now outside.
The first thing I'll do when I go outside, I'll be like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. And I'll call out, baby, 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 as my raven comes and perches on my shoulder.
Sure, it's a
Aw.
raven.
What a good baby.
Sure, it's a raven.
Uh-huh.
It's so cute.
I'm gonna say, do you think it speaks Sylvan? In Sylvan.
Does it?
Well,
We wait with bated breath.
we're waiting on this raven.
That's kind of creepy.
Baby.
That's kind of creepy. I don't know
That's
about that.
absolutely horrifying.
Come on, I think it's cute.
I've been trying to, teach them different sounds, but it just cries. So I call her baby.
Can I pet her?
Yeah, if you'd like, though she's not always friendly from the outset.
I'll
Seems
hold
good
up,
with animals.
hold up my hand to this raven like I would like a cat or a dog. Hi, baby.
In your mind, you hear.
That's a good sound. You're a good baby.
Did I hear that?
No, just
Yeah.
kidding.
All right.
Oh,
I'm going to attempt to stroke the bird like this on top of its head.
She flies away.
Aw.
Oh, baby. Oh. No,
I'm
I'm sorry. No, that's not your fault. She'll be around. All right. Okay. All right. Mom taught you best. Got to help out people. Okay.
Tink. Tink, tink, tink. You hear the sounds of a blacksmithy nearby.
Oh, a blacksmith. That reminds me. And I'm going to go ahead and clap my hands together or over my chest and then pull my hands apart. And you'll see in kind of like a burst, a little of blue fire, a pink gem surrounded by a blue flame. And you see that like the pink gem has these little beady eyes and a small smile. This is Smelter. He's my traveling companion.
And I love him.
Well, ain't that something?
Does everyone have a cool companion? Deputy Tomo, do you have one?
Oh, yeah, I got a little friend. You want to see him?
Yes! Please!
I go and I rustle through my things and I pull out a small clockwork frog. And I wind him up and he goes and he hops a couple times and then the mouth kind of opens up and lets out this really synthetic sounding croak. And then it stops.
Rah.
I love all of them.
What would I have to roll to get a better understanding of how this mechanism works?
You would have to physically inspect it and then engineering? Wait, is there such a thing as engineering?
No, there's no engineering in this game.
Probably closest would be, I guess, investigation.
You could just make a knowledge check, and if you have like a robotics background, add
proficiency on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all the skill system is in this game.
Okay. So I guess intelligence check to get a good. All right, you clearly this is a clockwork wind-up kind of thing, but you would need to like sit down with it to really look at the innards.
Okay.
Yeah, I made him myself.
What's his name?
Oh, I named him Beck. Kind of like the sheriff, except he's Buck.
So Buck and Beck.
Are you coming from Code and Cal too? You said you just rolled in here.
Nah, I'm not from Code and Cal. I don't go to the city much.
Right. I get it.
Well, then, where are you from?
Oh, just a little place out in the woods. You never heard of it.
Try me.
Nah, I think I'm fine.
I kind of glance at Thane and I'm like, Thane.
Okay. Where are you from, Waylon?
Oh yeah, you never did answer that question.
We did get caught up for a moment. I suppose I would call my home an island to the west. A small area known as Candlekeep.
Huh. I have to admit, that's one I've never heard of.
Same.
You'll have to show me on a map sometime.
Yes, it's for a particular kind of person. Probably boring in your eyes, but
I don't know about that. Places are very interesting to me. But anyway, here we are shooting the breeze.
Tomwell, you've been around town. Where do you think? What should we see? I mean, unless you want to get started on this investigation already.
Now, I was thinking we go for maybe breakfast round 2.
The resup.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Second breakfast. They have that in Toiva.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Unless you're all just hankering to get to work, then we could go right to the crime scene. But quite frankly, the tavern food's a little bit better than what they feed you in the jail cell.
Yeah, that bread wasn't really filling.
I really need more water.
Let's.
All right.
Things
To the
gonna give
saloon.
All right. So you guys head from. Let me see if I can do this numbers up. So 12 is the sheriff's office, and you head literally next door to the saloon.
Kind of weird that those two are next to each other.
How convenient.
So that we can throw all the rowdies into the jail. Really.
I mean, that's essentially
Definitely
what
for
happened to
convenience.
us.
I was gonna say, is the sheriff also the bartender?
We go in, Buck's just behind the counter. Oh, howdy, y'all. How you doing?
Just making my rounds.
Mhm.
Coming for a stiff one and some second breakfast?
Oh, and I do gotta say, like, when people started to throw down last night in the tavern, I don't think you would have seen me, but I definitely threw a smoke bomb through the window. So that's how that went down.
Holy shit.
I don't even think I remember. I was cognizant enough to remember that there was a smoke bomb that went off.
Shit was gone.
Yeah, I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Shanna's probably blacked out, and I feel like when Thane vacated the building, they probably got tackled by a centaur.
Yep.
That sounds good.
All right.
Sounds just about right.
All
I'm
right.
gonna swing the doors open and say, "Morning, everybody."
And not a lot of people there this morning.
I would hope not.
In this very small town saloon, it's more of a night scene, really. But Alira, the barkeep, is, you see, still cleaning up from last night's event. The smoke bomb has caused quite a bit of dust to settle upon basically everywhere.
I'll prestidigitate a nice section of table so we can sit.
Well, back for round two, eh?
Not exactly. Just breakfast.
Well, what do you... We've got some jerkies and sausages and whatever else Wild West towns have for breakfast.
I'll have the sausage plate, please, with a side of bread and some water for the table, please.
I'll add that to your tab.
What did you do?
What was that?
Can you fix me a plate of those potatoes the way you make them with the salt and the pepper?
Barely seasoned potatoes.
All
Two
right.
most common spices.
All right. Take a little while, but okay.
It's all right. I'll help clean this place up while you're fixing it up. I go to grab the broom. It's like twice my height.
Don't worry about the sweeping. And I will continue to prestidigitate until all the dust is cleared.
Just a tea or coffee for me, ma'am.
Ain't got none of that here.
Solus, they might have milk.
No, I'm lactose. I'll just take water then, thanks.
A cup of gin, cup of grapefruit juice, and if you don't have grapefruit, a second cup of gin.
2 gins then. And will this all be on the same tab?
I look at Tomwell. I look at Tomwell. I look at Tomwell.
Go ahead and I'll pay for the breakfast this morning.
Alrighty.
A fine chap, that Tomwell.
I'm guzzling water.
Yep, the whole pitcher.
I have not. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll maybe steal like a single sausage
yeah, this is
and some bread off your plate, Thane.
yeah, kind of like an earthy mineral water that you got in here.
I prestidigitate so it tastes like mint water. Spicy.
I'll also prestidigitate both of my gins to have a grapefruit flavor. And I notice other casting happening at the bar here, and I say, not too spofful about on origins and hometowns any longer, but Shauna, was it?
Shanna, yes.
You certainly have quite the presence.
Thank you. Comes with the territory, I suppose.
I don't see many like you around here, or anywhere else for that matter.
Yeah, no, I'm quite unique.
And yet, sisters.
Yes,
Hmm.
100%. Well, 110%. I have a little extra, I guess.
Well, cheers, everyone.
New friends.
To new friends.
And to freedom, hopefully for longer than we would hope.
Oh, I'm sure everything's going to be fine. We're going to find whoever is responsible for that break-in, and you'll all be walking free to do, well, whatever it is you do.
Solus is taking his time to look through his book, so he's a bit quiet right now.
Alright, give me an Arcana check.
Myself?
Yes.
Alright, Arcana. Oh,
Oof.
Mm.
Not the best rolls to start this
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, the fuck is this? There's a lot of stuff written in your handwriting, but you don't understand it.
What the?
Milk, eggs, bread.
It's
No,
just a
this is-
shocking.
Like, who put milk on here?
It's like when I write shopping lists and I'm just like, oh god, what did I write? God damn my handwriting.
Oh, jeez. I gotta figure out what's going on.
Is there a map of this town, like, available?
It is up at the moment.
I mean, but like, to Shanna.
Oh.
So Tomwell knows all this by heart,
Oh, okay.
but you just remember seeing, like, well, actually, the names of these places are like in very large font at the front, for the ones that have a purpose.
Hey. You see, Ghazali Spring.
Yep,
I wonder what that's about.
that's the same. It's just like, oh,
I shouldn't have mentioned it. Good catch. I kind of like elbow nudger.
Mhm. Where do we think this would-be criminal would be hiding?
Well, I think the first thing we got to do is head to the scene of the crime and see if there's anything that we couldn't suss out last evening.
That's the thing. What crime was done?
Well, breaking and entering, and I guess conjuration, which I didn't know was a crime here.
Criminal mischief.
That
Is the
seems a
crime.
little odd. But that's a crime?
I suppose
Or
depending on
maybe-
what it's used for.
Maybe it's because he used the conjuration when he did the break-in. No, that makes way more sense.
So
I
if
believe
it's,
that
used,
was the implication.
if it's used to do the crime, then it's illegal. But if it's used for other things, it's not?
Reasonable.
That sounds about right.
Oh, okay.
Well, once we finish up our breakfast, I'm gonna lead him to the house, to the scene of the place.
And hold on, I want Oliver to describe how savory and delicious this sausage is.
Yeah,
I bet it's a Farmer John's breakfast link.
Oh God, if it's a Farmer John's breakfast link.
Yeah, she hands you some sausages. They are heated up, but they're pretty dry. These are not even in the top 10 of sausages that you've had in the past week.
No, we started at our house.
Walton made his famous 10 sausage breakfast.
Walton just became a masterclass chef over the years.
What the hell else was he gonna do?
Exactly. He became a master of gardening and herbalism and cookery and all of those things. He became the greatest father on the planet. That's his legacy.
And karate and friendship.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, man.
Oh.
Yeah, this isn't anywhere near as good as Dad made.
Most food isn't.
So, Solus, I understand you're having trouble replicating your memories.
What does that word mean?
Remembering.
Why didn't you just say that?
I think it has to do something with his hat.
Yes, it's this big so it hides my huge brain.
Yeah. I guess so, huh? I'm not really comfortable with that idea.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm sure you don't remember why you came here in the first place.
No, not right now.
And you sisters, why did you...
Siblings, actually.
Siblings?
I let the first one start. But siblings.
Yes, please, siblings.
My mistake. Why did you come here?
Passing through
So,
on our way up north.
yeah, we're just traveling together. A little bit of a road trip.
And you're willing to waste your time with these shenanigans?
I look at Thane.
I'm never gonna pass up a chance for adventure and fun. And besides, you seem like you need a hand. I like to help people.
Well, that is your prerogative, of course.
Everyone's looking for stimulation, right?
Wording?
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
You want some
Should've just laughed.
stimulation?
Oh god.
Oh, baby!
Oh, baby's back!
He flies in through. They fly in through the window. Oh,
Also, Johnny, can I just say how fucking glad I am that you perfected your baby with
I perfected my baby a long time ago. But it's
for
finally
what
getting used.
reason, Johnny?
Yeah, it's finally getting used.
Did you and Phil just used to get high in college and you would just hit him with one of those?
Oh, I wish.
I don't recall.
Especially if I knew it bothered him so much.
That's true.
Oh, God.
I wanna whistle at baby and see if I can get him to land on me.
Give me a. Is there an animal handle?
There is animal handling.
Okay, do one of those.
Oh no.
Are you all not disturbed by the sounds coming out of this thing?
I think it's cute.
Oh, it doesn't like me.
No.
Wait a second, I'm a halfling.
Pecks his eyes out.
There you go.
Oh,
21.
21.
Yay!
Yeah, so you see it float, like flutter above you, and for a moment you think it's gonna shit on you, but but instead it lands on your shoulder. And like being on your shoulder, like it looks directly into your eye from like half an inch away, and it is horrifying.
Oh, he's cute.
He's adorable.
Yeah, you should go back to your paw now.
To answer your question, Waylon, ravens have a knack for mimicry.
Which infant has your raven mimicked exactly?
I don't really know. It came to me like that.
A likely story.
Not so unlikely in Code Town, actually. There's a lot of weirdness beneath the surface.
Yeah, a lot of weirdness in ravens.
Yeah. Or fiendish creatures.
So, where's this crime scene, Tomwell?
Oh, it's right up ahead. It's not a very big town. I'll lead him to the place.
Alright, you head out of the saloon after squaring your dues, and tink, 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 you walk past the, what's it called, blacksmith. You walk past past Silver Street onto one of these houses here.
Over here?
Yeah.
Yes. Ding.
And it is locked.
How was it broken into in the first place?
Conjuration. That means teleportation, doesn't it?
Seems likely.
Oh
We
yeah,
have
was
to-
there?
Oh, sorry.
So it's locked. Were there any broken windows, Oliver?
No.
And is this a residence? Is there anyone home? I'm gonna knock on the door.
Hey, someone's at the door. Yeah.
You were saying, Shanna?
Just thinking. I'll save it.
And the boy peeks his head out of the door. What do y'all want?
Now, it's me, Deputy Tomwell. I was hoping to.
Oh, didn't see you down there.
Oh,
Are these humans?
These are humans.
Okay.
Looks teenage, more or less. Yeah, teenage to you. Yeah, the kid is. The boy you see is maybe 14 in that realm, and the girl's older. What do you need, deputy?
well, I was just hoping to take a look at the scene of the break-in now that we got a little daylight. Hoping to track down whoever caused you this trouble.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. Did I put? No, I did not. I did not put proficiency in that.
Hmm.
It's like, look, we have a kind of a long day ahead of us.
Now, this is by request of the sheriff.
It'll only take a minute.
It looks like
Unless you'd rather not because your parents aren't home.
we don't got no parents.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Nah. Alright, just you then. I don't know these outer folks.
Fair enough.
And he lets the mini deputy in.
Now, can I? Well, I'm gonna have to insist that I bring at least one more from my team in there. Someone a little more magically inclined.
I'm gonna look at Big Hat Boy.
Now, we think that whoever did this used magic, so I was hoping to get an expert in the arcana in here.
Wait, isn't that the one that they charged?
Nah, it wasn't him. He's an old friend of mine. You wouldn't be causing that kind of trouble around here.
Waylon Sullivan Jenkins at your service. I wish not to recreate your situation here, but Hell requires my assistance. This will only be
I'm sure the big
Uh,
I'm sure the big vocabulary helps in this situation.
I don't know what you're saying, but okay, one more. Okay, you can come in, fine.
gives me a sense of authority.
Dad used to say people who use big words just like to pretend they're smart.
Hey, Waylon.
Yes.
You mind if baby, perches on your shoulder? And I whisper him familiars and all that.
Cry in my ear. Right.
I'll tell him. I'll tell him to be real good.
All right. I'll have baby on one shoulder, Smelter floating above the other. Shoulder. Decked out.
Ostentatious.
Check the fuck out, ready to go.
All right, so you and Tumble and Waylon and various familiars go in. You see inside is just a one-room house, pretty small, with a simple four-post bed taking up a good half of it, just about. And there is a what's it called? Not an armoire, just not quite a closet either. A drawer. That's the word.
Wardrobe, a drawer. Oliver's like, I don't. What's the things the peasants use?
It's like not a closet because you can't walk in. Yes, you see simple drawer and simple living accoutrements. There's a lamp. There's some farming, not farming tools, but like whatever you see on them. It's got a pitchfork and a scythe, and various living implements.
Real quick, just to clarify, I go ahead and sit down outside, and I close my eyes, and I start sensing through my familiar, just so I gather all this as well.
Yeah. Okay, so one of you give me a perception check with advantage.
One of us going inside.
Yeah, whoever wants to be the main investigator here.
Well, if
But I'd be doing investigation.
I was gonna say, can we investigate?
Oh yeah,
a big difference.
that's
for Waylon.
that's the 5e1. Investigate, please. This is a smooth transition.
He said with advantage because he got
Oh
the
hell
bird.
yes!
25. Okay. All right. So you look around. You open the drawers. You see small sets of clothing, a dress and some shirts, and a set of larger men's clothing. A few of them with various belts and pants, socks, very worn socks, and you don't see anything at all whatsoever that would indicate a break-in or other magical mischief.
Do you see any magical paraphernalia here? Anything that looks like something you would use?
Yes, I think it'd be best if I do search for magic resonance. I'll cast Detect Magic as one of my first level spells.
You detect no magic within this room.
Troublesome, Tomwell. No signs at all.
Yeah. I was sure we'd find something here.
What? When you reported to the sheriff about this breaking and entering, how did you become aware that there was someone who had entered your abode?
Well, it's right here, right in front of you. Look. As she points to the uppermost drawer. What's all this? And she flops out these pants.
What?
Yeah. Wait, are they big pants? Because these are teens.
Yeah, these are pants that like a tall man would wear.
Now, you said you didn't have no parents that live here, huh?
Yeah, been here all our lives.
Well, that is suspicious that you'd have such a tall pair of pants in your house.
Now, is that the only thing that was left behind by this stranger?
And the rest of these clothes, never seen them before in my life.
Interesting.
Do these clothes look like they would fit on a 5'11" man?
5'11". Yes. Yes, actually.
Wow, you're just a clear 3 feet taller than me.
I am not 5'11". I'm 6 foot, but I know someone who is 5'11". or about that height. Could I borrow this for a moment? And I look at the pair of pants.
Sure, keep them. Take them back.
I walk outside, and I go up to Solus with these pants.
He's sitting cross-legged.
Oh shit! And I say, Solus, you can see that I've come out.
So it's kind of a weird thing seeing yourself from the third person.
Yeah, I see it, and I jump up, and I'm like, huh.
And I go to like kind of like hold the pants up to his waist.
Hey, thanks. I kind of need pants.
Do they look like they're his size?
Not like tailor-made, but he could wear them.
Well, friends, it seems that this criminal who happened to break and enter actually didn't take anything, but they left their things, specifically clothes.
And you think it was Solus, but you forgot?
The size looked similar to me, which is
Hey.
why it came to mind. But
Hey. I've done nude modeling before, but I ain't no streaker.
well, you're wearing clothes right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm wearing like common clothes with a duster.
It's a strange mystery, but if there was no theft, then I think this absolves you of crime, don't you, deputy?
Breaking and entering is still a crime, though.
Oh, it's a podunk town.
I was arrested either way.
We
Yeah,
can't
I'm
have.
saying you're clear, right?
Now, I think Wayland's fine, but we still can't have people breaking into houses and leaving their belongings. That's like a reverse burglary. This is,
I mean,
quite
it's
something.
It's charity with extra steps.
Honestly,
Actually,
were there any
give me an intelligence
footprints?
check, Tomwell.
A what check?
Intelligence.
I'm kind of smart.
Oh, my. That's all right.
Alright, well, that's good enough. You remember that he was in jail, in a cell, at the time when this crime could have happened.
oh, alibis.
Well, I also know his cell was always open, so I'm not staying at the jail. I wouldn't know if he just left in the middle of the night to go drop his pants off at some kid's house.
Either way,
Oh, it's Oswald again.
Either way, it doesn't seem like Solus remembers what happened since before this morning. It's entirely plausible that it is him, and if it is, then, well, I don't know. Now it seems like we're all cleared up.
Well, okay, my investigation check was crap, but did Wayland notice any?
No.
were there any footprints that didn't belong to the kids in that house or anything like that?
No.
I think I would have seen it.
No, I was going by the 25 investigation, since you had
Yeah.
advantage. So, no. Investigation check of 25 reveals no evidence of someone forcefully breaking in.
No magic auras, no unusual signs.
Now, if y'all are done here, we have stuff to do.
You seem quite fine with letting this crime be unsolved.
It's weird, but, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
If you could give me the rest of the clothes, we'll take those off your backs.
Yeah, sure, take them.
Now,
And please let us know if you find anything else that doesn't belong to you.
Yes, it is evidence, right?
I think we should head back to the sheriff's office.
Well, I want to see how many clothes we have actually. Like, is this a couple outfits? Is this an entire like a whole drawer?
So this does fill one drawer space, or like one
Okay.
drawer row.
Okay.
So this is a total of 3 sets of commoner's clothes. It looks like whoever wore them was a miner.
3 sets of miner's clothing.
Yeah, but like of one size, not like
Yeah, not like 3 different people.
Do you think someone was trying to dispose of evidence this way? But what would these be evident of?
That's a very good question. It's certainly possible that someone was trying to get rid of this. They certainly weren't staying there, as the children said that they saw no one.
Tomwell, is there a gem mine nearby, perhaps?
Do I know if there is, Oliver?
give me an intelligence check.
Huh.
Yeah, so you know a little bit about the history of this town. It used to be a mining town when it was much larger and had a whole lot more people. But then the mine dried up and most everyone left except for a few stragglers here.
Nothing that's active. Now, I think we need to go check in with Buck and see what he thinks we should do from here. Sorry for taking up time in your morning. We'll let you know if we find anything.
I have nothing else to do.
All right.
All right. As soon as we part ways with the 2 kids, say, all right. Do you think they were being a little dodgy back there?
They are 2 children living entirely on their own.
They might just want to be left alone.
You think they'd be more concerned that some stranger was in their house? I'm afraid there might be something they're afraid to tell us. Or even worse, something they might be hiding.
Were they the ones that reported the break-in?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if they were afraid to tell us something, then they wouldn't have reported it at all, right?
That's a good point.
Unless someone got to them after the fact.
This all feels rather silly and spooky, but ultimately harmless.
Or maybe they're in on something.
In on what? What
Maybe
crime
they're
is taking place?
Exactly. But Waylon was put in jail. Waylon, do you have any enemies? Someone who would want you locked away?
Not someone who would follow me to this horse town.
But there's someone out there.
Now, Hey, can I trust all you to fill Buck in on what went on in that house?
Where are you gonna go?
I was thinking of maybe following those 2 kids for a little bit, see what's got them so busy today.
That seems like more of a crime than
Yeah,
what we're dealing with. That's a
Isn't
breach of
that
privacy.
stalking?
Unnecessary.
Nah, this is an active investigation, and I am a deputy. I am allowed.
That seems like an abuse of power to me, little one.
Especially since you said you're an entry-level position. That seems more like sheriff's work.
Listen, there's like 2 of us in this whole town.
You run this town by stalking your citizens?
They are suspects.
Of
They're
what? What are
victims
they
of a crime.
suspected? What are they suspected of?
Of being suspicious.
If that's the way it is, I think my sibling and I ought to be moving on.
All right, well, you're not obligated to stick around if you don't want to be here no more. So, nice to meet you.
Shanna, I kind of want to be here.
Hmm.
I kind of want to be here. I'm sorry. They left pants and clothes in the house. I need to know. Ah.
I just launch into a mixture of celestial and elvish and just like, this is the silliest shit I've ever been through in my entire life. And I've been through so much of mom's bullshit.
Retort, and I will be like, yeah, but Dad always told us to follow our instincts, and my instinct is telling me that this is going to be some crazy stuff, and I want to see it.
Ugh. I don't like this sheriff or this deputy thing. They're up to some weird, shaky, draconian nonsense. And I don't use the word draconian lightly.
She doesn't.
Say in celestial to people.
Yeah.
All right. Only because these 2 casters are the most prominent I've seen outside of Curve Cow. And I think they're our ticket in. You know, into the academy. All right, I'll tag along.
Yes.
All right, where are you guys heading next?
Sheriffs. I reckon.
Still want to see where these kids are going.
It's so hard not to talk in a Western accent.
I know. I know, Johnny.
I'm deeply considering a Texan accent for Shanna. It might slip in a little bit.
Like Payne is just about to go and be just as Kentucky bourbon as fucking Cromwell. I tell you what.
After you've traveled with me for a little bit, maybe you start picking up my accent.
Mm.
Please,
Yeah,
God, no.
All right,
All
so
I told you when we were in Waterdeep, Phil, you're going to have to live through 100+ sessions of this.
Who is Phil?
Who is he?
all right, so you guys go and try and find the sheriff, who is not at his house. He, he's making his rounds. Let's see. So at this time of the day, you know that he would be up here, more or less, in this area. So you head back towards Main Street, or you are on Main Street. You head back east and go around the hotel, and over there at the blacksmith shop, he's chatting with the blacksmith. You assume so. You can't see him. You only see him on the side. Just this horseman. And so what do you guys do?
Well, did Did Tomwell part ways, or is he still sticking around?
No, I split for a quick second.
He left to go stalk
Yeah,
children.
I'm just
Yep.
I'm just clarifying.
Yes, he is following children wherever they go.
Hey, Sheriff Buck.
Oh, howdy, Solus.
Hey there. So Tomwell told us to fill you in on the situation with that house, and it's really weird. Leaving behind clothes, it seems like there's only breaking and entering. Waylon here took a good look at it, but he didn't really find anything magical or not. Just additional clothes. Is that all you? Is that what you gathered too?
He gives a bit of a sigh. Give me a persuasion check.
Certainly. I think it's just a plus.
Says, yep, that's all we found, I'm afraid. Might a strange case on this one.
Yeah, Tomwell is,
Wait, did Tomwell just leave you here? He's supposed to be chaperoning you.
Oh, yeah,
No.
he did leave, actually. He left to go stalk some children in a breach of privacy.
Left us all unattended.
Mm-hmm. Very irresponsible.
No, that doesn't sound like Tomwell at all.
I mean,
Who
it is
put
meant
the
for that.
chaotic good rogue into a lawful good position of authority?
Sheriff Bucky may not be the most wise person.
you gotta work with what you got. Yeah, he seemed suspicious of those kids. I don't mean to pry, but what are those? What's those kids' story? I know they didn't have any parents. I'm sure that was an unfortunate accident or something, but
Yeah, it's really too bad. You know? He shakes his head. I don't know, they've been around as long as well, not as long as I have, but... Give me a sense motive.
would that be insight?
That one.
Okay.
That's the one.
Not good, but let's try.
Yeah, so when I say sense motive, roll insight.
Insight. Okay.
That's the one.
It takes a while.
He seems distracted by something. And you hear, who there?
Is it the blacksmith?
Yeah, and you peek your head over to see inside the blacksmith shop more, and you see not a half orc, just a full-blown orc in there in the shop with this massive hammer, holding it, working on a set of horseshoes. He says, New blooders. You need metals?
No, none for me, sorry.
Not my style, exactly.
Mm-hmm. What kind of metals?
Weapons. Nails. And horseshoes. Working on my set right now, I see.
All iron? Ooh, sounded like mom a little bit there.
Yeah.
It slips out sometimes. But
Steel.
you work with
Good.
iron only?
Good steel.
Where do you get your shipment from?
Used to be mines. Now
I know,
just savings from mines.
Yeah. That's lasted this long? How long have the mines been out?
For
Kind of openly ask the question.
Not sure. A year, Dad. It's been a year. You hear the exasperated, also teenaged half-orc in the room say, just lounging in the back. All the dwarves left a year ago, and so should have we.
The dwarves left when the mine dried up. Dwarves are not 5 feet 11 inches.
Yeah, obviously.
Just thinking out loud.
How tall is this kid? Is he 5 feet 11 inches? Do we need to be wary of him?
He is... Let's see.
Now you're profiling teenagers.
About 4'6".
At least I'm not stalking them.
Oh, he's small.
He's small.
You got me there.
Yeah, and like for a half-orc, like surprisingly cute.
Oh. He's half orc, half ling.
Oh, wait, then his mom and...
Don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it.
Look,
Where's his mom?
Mom is my sire. She fucked a dragon. So I'm not questioning anything.
Well, I mean, she and Dad.
Wait, your mom fucked a dragon.
Did I say that out loud?
No, that was clearly in a mixture of celestial and draconic.
Celestial, yeah.
That was clearly
Uh-huh.
in our sister language,
Uh-huh.
sibling language.
What are you saying? Are you insulting me?
No, sorry. Just a force of habit.
We're just saying that you're very cute.
I was wondering about your heritage. That's all. Just a point of curiosity. It's not important.
Fuck off.
Forgive me.
He's cute and spicy.
Thing, shut up.
Well, we have one lead, correct?
We do?
The lines.
That's what I'm thinking. We could just check them out directly, I guess, since we don't have any other questions.
Thank you guys for your time.
You need
Apologies.
sword repaired.
We're
I
good.
can make new
think.
one.
Thanks.
If I need anything repaired, I will come right to you.
You are not sincere.
I am sincere. A paladin never lies.
Yeah.
Well, by now, I think we're going to the mines.
God damn.
Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Shit.
Johnny.
Yeah.
Fucked up, Johnny.
What? I'm trying to roleplay my familiar.
Stop doing it so well.
Johnny, please. You're too good at that.
Wait, what the fuck is that? Says the
Smelter.
half-orc.
Smelter, I am infinitely glad that you do not make Such terrible noises.
This half-orc is actually the most adorable kid I've ever
Yeah.
seen in my life, though.
I love them.
Very cute.
Um,
John.
John the
John.
Hatter. John.
I don't see the mines on this map. Where are we going?
might be a bit of ways.
Yeah, I'm sure it's further out.
So meanwhile,
I want the deputy before we go.
Yeah. You need to ask Tomwell about this shit.
I'm being sneaky.
yeah. So you are just prowling around the kids, who you know are Color and Julia.
With some distance, but I just kind of want to see what they were in a hurry to go do.
All right.
Trying to not make it obvious that I'm there, or let them be knowledgeable that I'm there in any capacity.
So give me a stealth check. That's a stealthy halfling. Let's see. Yeah, you are following them, and then sneak in behind, and you see something strange. You see, oh my god, what is that? What is that? Oh my god, what is that? What is that? Wait, never mind. Wait, what? Children. Yes, children. I'm following the children.
What?
Not allowed to scare me like that.
And you follow the children as they leave to the, what's it called? Oh, I just have the general store. The general store.
I'm gonna wait until they come out and see what they walk out with.
They walk out with their normal stuff that you've seen them with before.
And they're not going in the direction of the mine or anything, are they?
No. You know they help run the general store.
All right, I think my suspicions are quelled,
Assuaged,
assuaged.
as Waylon would put it.
He would find a much fancier word than assuaged.
Massaged.
Yeah, I think I'll head back towards where the party was headed.
Yeah, and Bucky gives you a stern look. Now, Deputy, I'm mighty disappointed in you.
I thought I was being pretty thorough.
Now, when someone is under suspicion of a crime and we let him out, you're supposed to be their chaperone and not leave them. Else they're just run out of town.
I could have bounced town.
You could have bounced.
Yeah, you're lucky that he didn't. Otherwise I had to go and run and get him. Granted, I don't think you could outrun me, but the point stands.
The point stands.
I forgot Waylon was a suspect. He's my friend.
This is what you get when you hire deputies in 2 weeks.
Like, you didn't even background check this deputy.
failed
I
his
brought-
drug test.
I brought my own gun.
Well, I guess that's all you need.
All right. Well, they filled you in though, right?
Oh, we filled him in.
Yeah, we told him that you were stalking kids, and it was weird.
I definitely did tail those kids for a little bit, but looks like they're not up to anything. Okay. I feel like I should provide some context for the sheriff. They were not exactly happy to see us this morning. I thought it was a little funny, but they must have just had a long night. Don't make it sound so weird.
Oh, I
Well-
didn't.
If we're done being weird,
No one was being weird. I was investigating.
we are going to investigate the mines.
It's just kind of weird.
It was a little weird.
I think that's a great next stop.
But yes.
You're good at this, Shanna. You ever been a detective before?
No. I just have been applying logic to the situation.
Sounds like detective work to me.
Maybe.
Well, I think you're doing great. I'm glad you're helping us.
Sure.
Alright. So with that, let's take a little break,
Ice cream!
and we will continue
Alright.
later.
Gonna go pee.
Ice cream,
Eat more
Ice
White
cream!
Claws.
soju.
Claws.
White Claw.
Sponsored by
White
it because they want standardization across the teams, because different
you look at my ring. The only piece of jewelry I have.
Alright, are we ready?
Oh yeah, Sarandoril.
I just want to.
That's a house.
I just
I'm
want
not
to
ready.
say.
That's
one
a house
more-
Sure
that has a
was a sweet-
reputation.
Yeah, there sure was a sweet bit of tension where we were pestering of you about where you were from.
Yeah. Interesting how that worked out. Oh, Coden Cal, huh? You know, we know a thing or two about that place.
I've only been living there the past 5 years.
If you have been living there at all, you would definitely know who we are in some respect.
Oh yeah, but they don't know who we are.
I don't know who you are, but
Yeah, exactly.
How
But you'll
many
know.
half dragons?
Look. That's why I said don't just go fucking dropping our name.
yeah, might recognize Sarandoril. Like Foster, Very, whatever. That's like, well, okay, Very wouldn't be great either, but
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That's like the tension that I
Exactly. That's
live
built.
for right now.
That's built up right now.
Yeah.
That's gonna crescendo at a later time,
Yeah.
and we're all going to enjoy the RP that
Yeah.
results from it.
Mhm.
Let's just
So-
enjoy the foreplay from them.
as long
Yes.
as none of your families were in the
I
slave
agree.
trade or anything.
Exactly.
Look, that was 25 years ago.
Look, and our family helped build Toiva. Both parents helped build Toiva, so
Social justice.
Yeah.
The money comes back around.
reparations.
Trickle down economics.
Yeah, the gold.
That would be the case if I went through with the textile plan.
Do they call it Sarandorilnomics? I'm not sure.
Alright, are we all here?
Mhm.
Yeah. Johnny, do a baby cry so that way we know for sure.
No, you'll hear one soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Johnny, why doesn't baby like me?
I get the feeling baby doesn't like anybody.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Baby liked me a little bit, and then
Dude,
stared
baby
into my
almost,
soul.
baby almost shit on you and then wailed a banshee screech into your
Yeah.
brain.
Baby liked you too much.
Do you want this raven to like you?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like I've been marked by the old one.
Looks like my soul's resonating with the great old god.
This raven has chosen you as a sacrifice for the old one. That means it likes you.
God, I love that our party is like a half dragon, a Lovecraftian cultist, a small cowboy, and then just like the fantasy wizard,
And the
paladin, the fantasy
the elf
paladin. Like,
Yep.
like you can go like, okay, we've got the paladin, all right, classic D&D group. We got the wizard, perfect. The rogue is a cowboy, okay. Half dragon, sorceress, and Cthulhu.
Half dragon sorceress
Not-
is pretty standard for
pretty-
D&D.
I mean, yeah, half dragon sorceress. You get those special like
That's the
fire
dragon
powers
blood.
and shit.
That's the whole dragon blood feature line.
Yeah, true. That's like a popular thing in 5e, I guess.
Yeah.
Look, if
It looks like a
anything,
pretty good bloodline, just mechanically.
out of
Free
all of
mage
us,
armor.
out of all of us, I think Johnny has the most stereotypical race class combo.
Yeah, I do like to
Mm-hmm.
synchronize those.
I mean, I'm a halfling rogue, so
You are a rogue? You're not an artificer?
Yeah, I thought you
that's
were
not
like
out
a,
yet.
I thought you were like
Oh.
a special thing.
I don't know.
Okay,
I thought
then
you were
yeah,
going for it.
fucking halfling rogue takes it. I'm sorry, that
That's
shit
pretty
is like
classic.
that's day one D&D. That's like fucking version 1.0.
They didn't have halflings in 1.0 actually.
They do
They
now.
just had elves, dwarves, and humans. But
They do
okay.
now, according to me.
They had the
You needed 18 charisma to be a
I-
paladin.
Look,
Yeah.
Gary Gygax is my dad. All right,
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
geez.
Mike Ledger is my manager.
I mean, your
so-
name is Luke.
it is. Yes. Alright, I think I finally got this fucking face done. God damn it. But yeah, we can actually start playing D&D again if you
Okay.
guys want. If that's something that
Let's
you
keep
still want to
distracting
do.
Oliver just a little bit more.
Are you guys ready?
I'm ready for some D&D too.
I'm ready for the Dungeon Dragon.
Okay.
Dungeon Dragon.
I'm a dragon. Let's go in this dungeon.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys are ready for dungeons, and more dungeons?
Yeah.
I'm definitely ready. My body is ready.
Hold on, is Phil here?
I am here.
Okay, fuck you.
Look, you ain't gotta come for the man like that.
That's just how we interact.
All right.
It's just-
So the half-orc kid has told you guys to fuck off. So what are you
I
guys
have
doing now?
apologized profusely.
Yep.
I'm fine with fucking off.
So, you guys see a nice spring to the northeast. You see, what is that? See some stables. You're at the side of the hotel, and oh, and there's a church.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask Cromwell actually. Ooh, gotta get the voice back. The chapel here. Who do they worship?
That is a great question, Oliver. Do I know who they worship here?
You think you know the chapel and the Reverend's house have been abandoned.
The Reverend.
So the sheriff has left and has gone back down out of sight.
Yeah, well, ain't a whole lot of proper church going around here lately. I mean, I don't really know how it was before. I'm still pretty new in town.
With a town name like Morningvale, I would have expected Sarenrae.
I mean, I'd say that's likely.
Yeah, especially since the spring is.
Shit. The spring is beautiful, like
yeah,
the dawn.
the sunlight really shimmers off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. And
Anyway,
it's,
where are these mines?
It's named after that. I noticed that too. It's named after that new king up north.
Right.
Yeah. Give me.
King Ghazali.
Yeah, I think he worships Sarenrae, maybe.
Now, I've always wanted to visit that place. I wonder what he's like.
It's not really worth it. Anyway, where are these mines?
Yeah, I've heard Jafar's kind of an asshole.
I heard he has this really annoying parrot. Just yells at him all day. Jafar!
Ha ha!
Sure, that's just as likely as anything that goes on around these parts. Anyway, the mine is off to the east. We should get going. Y'all have what you need? Do we need any rope or torches or nothing?
I'm pretty well prepared.
I got a crowbar.
It's a bug in here.
Get him, Waylon.
I am going to requisition a torch from the sheriff's office because I realized that I don't think I have one. Wait, do I have some?
It comes in most packs, I think.
Oh, I do not have torches, and I have a lantern. Never mind. I knew I didn't see torches on there.
It's because you have the better kind.
Ooh,
The kind
bring
you
torches.
can turn on and off.
I don't have lights.
I have torches. We're fine.
Well, looks like we're all set. Let's go take a look-see.
What? So you guys head back down on Main Street, and you see the hind of the sheriff, just a horse to you out the door, and he backs out, and he says, "Wait, now all y'all hold on there." And he motions for the deputy to come to him.
Yeah.
Holding.
What can I do for you?
Now, you've been with all these folk this whole morning, right?
Well, except that time I was following that lead, but yeah, for a majority of the morning.
Looks like Whaley might be off the hook then. Look in here, what do you see? As he guides you into his house.
Uh-oh. What do I see?
Give me a perception. No, perception, yeah.
$15.
Is it 15?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. You go into his house. So it's hardwood floors. His bed is just like a mat on the ground. Two mats on the ground actually. You see he's got a nice boudoir with the mirror. There's makeup on the counter, brushes. There are various centaur-sized dresses, sort of haphazardly strewn about, as if someone put on different dresses this morning and decided on one before going. You see the stove there, cleaned off from some baking, not bacon, and he gives you a very serious look. Now, what's all this about?
I've never been inside your place before. I don't really know what would and would not be out of the ordinary.
He goes and takes one of the dresses. It's like, what's this doing here?
I don't know, maybe you had some company last night? I wasn't gonna ask.
Well, I'd remember that.
So it's not yours?
No, of course not. I mean, some other menfolk centaurs can wear dresses all they want, but not me. Not my style.
Now, this does complicate things. We were suspecting that something might be going on with the mine because the last set of clothing that was left behind looked like they were working clothes, but this is something else. I think we're still going to stop by the mine, take a look, do our due diligence, but let me know if you notice anything else. We'll try to make it quick.
Now, this is a scene of a crime here. Someone else broke into my own house. My own house. The sheriff's.
You're
Are
here.
you sure it wasn't your wife?
my wife.
No.
Want me to get Waylon in here and do a little magical examination?
Yeah, why don't you get your friends in here? Oh, that's totally wrong accent. Get. Yeah, get them
Little
all.
twang in there. Little twang.
Get all y'all
Get
in
a little
here.
twang in there.
Oh, y'all.
Why don't y'all get y'all's twang in there?
All y'all get in here.
All y'all's here.
Yeah, and he beckons you all in. It's kind of a tight squeeze with all you in here, but yeah, you see the same scene as you've heard before.
Are you sure it wasn't your wife who left her dresses around?
Well,
Now,
does that?
what are you talking about? I ain't never had a wife.
Vanessa? Sorry to presume, but
So, actually, as those words almost come out of your mouth, you think, I was about to say something, and you have no recollection of Vanessa.
Oh,
What?
well, here we go again, partner.
hey,
Yeah?
I have the oddest feeling that I've been bamboozled.
Perhaps we've all been bamboozled. Who bamboozled you?
You know, I don't forget things.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's much true.
I feel like I've forgotten something, but I can't remember what.
Yeah. Did any of y'all see anyone coming around here?
I could have sworn I did, but now I can't.
And your home.
Yeah. I've been a bachelor all
didn't-
my life, and now there's a bunch of clothing in my house that ain't mine.
Is there also signs of the mine on this dress? Or is it clean?
It is clean, you see.
Hey, wasn't that lady who gave us breakfast wearing a dress? What was her name?
You're about to say that, but give me a wisdom save.
Oh, why didn't I get a wisdom save?
Because I'm
Because
just
we
remembering
needed to build intrigue.
How
Yeah.
come Dad gave you a wisdom?
Yeah, you. I'll give you a wisdom.
Tavern keeper did this.
Okay. No, you're like, wait, who served us breakfast? And you're oh yeah, I remember now. It was the sheriff brought in breakfast, right? Yeah, that's what happened.
I don't remember that. I don't remember anyone bringing us breakfast at all.
But the sheriff didn't bring us any. It was that one, what's her name?
Nah, it was definitely me.
Yeah, with the whole week.
No, there was a bustle. I always remember bustles.
There was a bustle.
Thane,
Yes.
what do you know about?
Bustles? Not a lot.
No, shh. Dad always told us not to play in the woods because fairies.
Oh. You think it was a fae?
Something's fucking with my memory, Thane.
Wait. Waylon, you. Wait, Phil. Quick question.
Yes.
You have. You
I took
switched
mine.
linguists, and now you have.
To keep mind, yeah.
remember when we met, you were bragging about your photographic memory. I don't
What's that?
I don't understand the origin of the word you use, but
A photograph records pictures, images, and light with chemicals.
Now,
It
that's
means he has a perfect memory.
that's wonderful. Yeah, you always said your memory was flawless. Really, is there anything that you remember or any holes in your otherwise perfect memory?
Yeah.
I do have a cunning knack for remembering details.
So, give me an intelligence check.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Good thing he's a fucking wizard.
Hmm.
I am a
Chaos.
wizard.
Yeah, you have a perfect memory, and you quickly rewind the day and revisit, and no, it's weird. What you remember when you get drunk and like really drunk, your memory gets cloudy and eventually fades into blackness, and you don't remember those parts. But this is different. There's like distinct tears.
Yeah.
It's not like a blackout. It's not like scene missing.
Yeah.
I remember when the scene's missing. I remember the arrest, and I remember waking up, and this is a different thing.
Yeah, you
Yes.
remember some parts are blurred, some parts are not, just not there. It feels like something has broken it and then put it together. Rather, your mind has restitched it together, but imperfectly.
Yeah.
And
You
it really like hurts. You're getting a headache just to try and remember this morning.
you all are certainly correct. As I look back into my memories, there's a distinct absence.
Those kids said they didn't have any parents. But there were clothes in their house that suggested an adult was living with them. We can't remember the something that delivered breakfast to us this morning, but there's evidence that someone else was here, even if the sheriff or us doesn't remember them.
Yeah.
Certain people in this town are falling out of others' memories.
They're falling out of existence. I've never heard of anything like it.
Wait, I suggested that someone lived here with me. Oh, it's getting cockney.
It's okay. I'm still wrangling mine.
Yeah.
We're all getting into this, all right? For a second, I thought Waylon was like Irish or something.
No, it's fine.
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
You're great, Tom.
yeah, Tyler's got it down.
You have a clear goal and a solid execution. Yes, I'm almost 100% certain there was someone else here, and I can't for the life of me.
Okay. Well, maybe we should be thinking about this. What could cause this? What could the origin be of this?
First things
I'm
first.
staring at the amnesiac.
What could be the origin of this? Was it perhaps me?
I'm gonna look to Buck and say, I think we should call a town meeting, get everyone in the tavern, see if there's anyone we're having trouble recognizing.
Hmm.
It's not a bad
Yeah, it's a mighty fine idea.
Sheriff,
Yeah?
I think you should send somebody to the records office.
We have a records office?
I mean,
It's on the map.
I'm assuming you have a records office.
I mean, yeah, we got a records office. No one's ever worked there, but, I mean,
I mean,
if you want to look inside an empty building.
Well, there's
I
got to
mean-
be records of someone from more than a year ago.
are there files, birth certificates, people who live here, deeds.
Right. The person who owned the miner's clothes would have been here over a year ago, right? So as long as the records have been kept for that long, and there might be some evidence for them.
Unless it's all derelict in there.
Well, it doesn't hurt to take a look.
The clothes were newly soiled.
Hmm. Oh, this is creepy. Oh, this is spooky. What if the mines, or the church, for that matter, haven't been empty for a year at all, or a long time at all, but recently, and everyone's just having trouble remembering?
See Oliver
Kane, I wanna
grinning
leave.
his grinning grin.
Yeah, I don't like this anymore.
Now I'm quite intrigued.
And I say in Celestial, Mom can't save us if she can't remember us.
Oh God! I don't like this. I don't like this.
I think it's in the interest of all people that this doesn't go beyond this town.
Okay, so we have to solve it here. I'm gonna go to the records office.
Yeah, Sheriff, maybe you should call a town meeting and we'll quickly check out the records office and meet you there.
And we definitely won't run away.
He looks profoundly disturbed at all this. Says, righto. And he dashes off. And wow, a centaur can run really fast.
I sure bet they can. Where are those pants?
Waylon still has them.
Yes, I've been carrying them around.
I've been wearing them.
They would absolutely destroy my style.
Well, mind if I take a look at those?
You could have them as far as I mind.
Perfect. I'm gonna step away for a quick moment. Send a message to Oliver. And rejoin the party.
Yeah, just casually rejoin.
It's like, where did Tomwell go? There's only these walking pants.
Incredible. Tomwell has discovered walking pants technology.
I'm just completely inside the pants.
Yeah.
Where do the pants begin and Tomwell ends?
Were Keller and Julia the two kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh God, you forgot the kids too?
I don't remember them introducing themselves.
Yeah, I think they were just there. That picture.
All right. Let's head to the records office.
Alright, you... actually no, it's locked. And the sheriff doesn't have the key.
This is a matter of urgency. I will acid splash the door.
No, wait, no, don't. Don't go wrecking our property. It's hard to make a lock.
Who owns this building, Tomwell?
That is a wonderful question that we are going to soon find out. I'm going to pick the lock.
Oh,
Give me that
or you
check.
could just do that.
The seal work.
Is that sleight of hand?
Boom.
Woo!
all right.
It's Thieves' Tool proficiency.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
And I
And
wasted a 20 on like a bum ass lock. I could have opened up a master lock with that.
Yeah.
But you were a goddamn fool, so get over it.
I'm like making sure that Buck isn't around, and I just like I go under my poncho and pull out some lock picks.
I'd flavor it that you know all the locks in these towns. All the locks in these towns is like pretty similar.
Yeah, they were probably all made by the same person. Yeah.
yeah.
Either that, or you did a Mako where you just went around picking locks until finally they were nothing to you.
No, I'm not weird like Maka.
Maka's not weird. She's lovable and she's wonderful. All right.
Was Maka weird?
She is absolutely weird, I will say, but no negative connotation to that at all.
No, not in a bad way. But she's an oddball.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you are in the records office. It is dusty in here. Like, no one has stepped foot in this office in quite a while.
Do they not have help?
Presto, the air. I'm just gonna start looking through records.
All right, give
Where are they?
me that investigation,
Sure.
because this is the game with dice.
That's a skill that is extremely great for me. Hey.
Fortunately, not terribly difficult. You find census records.
Well, here we go. What's the most recent one?
The most recent one was about 6 months ago.
Oh, well, look at that. Anything?
Actually, wait, no. Let me think the timeline here. About 9 months ago.
Okay. I'm gonna gather round, friends. I have found census. If we go around and interview some people who have been here a long time, and they can't remember people on this list, then we sort of know that we have a problem, right? Well, first of all, are there any holes in these records? Any, like, blank spaces?
The records are unmolested.
Okay, great.
Phrasing.
Yeah, phrasing.
No molestar.
Well, I'll start with an easy one, actually. We know there hasn't been a reverend here in a few weeks. Is there, like, a Reverend A. Johnson on this census list? Rip.
We lost Tyler.
We did.
Anyway, everyone refresh your roll 20s. Just real
Okay.
quick.
Refreshing.
Okay.
And look at my icon.
Loading.
Uh,
Color.
Yeah.
Let's see, now it's gonna make me
Oh, wow.
large scenes. Okay, oh, color, yay. Got a bit of a tan there, nice.
Yep.
Been
Just
traveling
like
around.
your dad.
Yeah, we brown. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this, Oliver, but Walton had quite the tan.
I didn't see many colored pictures of him, so no.
Yeah, there's not a lot out there.
Anyway, the Reverend. I'm looking for a Reverend on here.
Yes, you see a Reverend Hmm. That's a good reverend name.
Reverend John A. Wilkes at your service.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reverend Wilkes. Why not?
Okay. And then just as like, I guess a control, is the deputy on here?
He is, yes.
I mean the sheriff, but yeah, also the
Yeah,
deputy.
the sheriff is deputy now.
Okay, yeah, okay. Are there any people on here who share the sheriff's last name?
Yes, you see a Sheriff Bucky Wildheart and
Mhm.
Vanessa Wildheart.
Here. Thane,
Yes.
Tomwell, Vanessa Wildheart.
Vanessa.
That's a name.
The mean
Bucky
doesn't
said-
mean anything to you,
The
but it is there.
sheriff said he lived alone, but there's another Wildheart in this census data.
Do I remember the name Vanessa with my keen mind?
You do
It's a
not.
good feat.
It is a good feat. Although it's not popular, but I think it's very fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is
there's room.
apparent to you that there is a hole there, and the name Vanessa does not mean anything to you. Unless there's someone else in your backstory with that name.
Unless the sheriff has relatives he hasn't told us about.
Well, then he should know who Vanessa is, at least. And if he doesn't, then we have our proof. Something's disappearing people. Right? That's sound logic.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is heavy.
I mean, I don't even know how we would begin to solve it.
Yeah, how do you even reverse something like this?
We have to find the source. The spring. I have a feeling the kind of creature who would do this, correct me if I'm wrong, Thane, is some kind of charm, enchantment type of being. Or it could be a fiend, I suppose.
Strong enough to enchant the entire town.
I don't think it would be a fiend.
I
It
don't
doesn't
either.
seem fiendish.
No, it seems fey-like to me.
It could be some anomaly, but I guess
Yeah.
it's a bit less likely.
Well, it could be.
To the best of our knowledge, there's still it seems somewhat harmless.
It's erasing people,
I'm not sure forgetting your wife or your father is harmless.
especially if those people aren't anywhere anymore. That's worse than death.
We should.
Now- Have they really disappeared, or are they just being forgotten about?
Well, where are they being held?
The effect is the same, but yeah.
Wouldn't the children's parents have been involved? At least one of them?
Not if they both disappeared.
Tomwell's implying that they're still somewhere. Somewhere, and we've just forgotten them. But it's
That's
not as if,
possible.
yeah.
We still
Well-
have to find them.
I don't think they'd be here.
We
At
should
least-
check the spring.
I feel like we should check the spring too.
Spring does seem like a good lead. Solus, I'm not entirely sure this isn't connected to your own lack of memories.
You think whatever's happening in this town's happening to me?
it crossed my mind that the two are related since you seem to have a 2 weeks lack of memory.
You have been here the longest.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't really know until we find out more. But yeah, let's check out the spring before we go to the meeting.
Yeah, and you see people start gathering outside the sheriff's office.
I don't think we'll have time.
Well, you think you might have time for a quick look, as it does take time for him, fast as he is, to get everyone.
How far is it northeast?
It's just up here,
right
isn't
here.
it?
Yeah, it's like a 2-minute walk, probably.
Oh, I see. Okay.
As a precaution, as we walk there, I'm going to take a piece of parchment and I'm going to write down all of my new friends' names and a very quick description.
Smart thinking.
Maybe we should all do that.
Yeah, okay.
I have my book. Yeah, sure, why not?
Thane. Sidley.
Totes Sibs. Waylon uses big words. Tomwell. Well, Tomwell's just adorable.
Small cowboy.
With a tiny little hat.
Oh, make sure you don't forget about Baby too.
Baby. Creepy bird.
Adorable baby. Solus got a big old horn.
Yeah.
Things don't end up with names like Casali without a good reason.
Casali. Hey, can I make a check? I'm from Code and Cal. Is that adjacent enough, or maybe not?
Sure. Is there a history check?
I do have a history.
Okay, do that.
Our is pretty well known in Code and Cal, I'm sure.
Yeah. Just did a check.
He's a sham artist.
No.
You know about Fahar al-Ghazali, the hero of Code and Cal. His relation to the spring, you can only
I don't
guess
make the
at.
connection. Okay.
That was a history check?
Yes. You might be able to do it.
Oh,
You can always make a history check in this system. It's just whether or not you're doing it with proficiency or not.
okay. I like that. History.
Okay. You know, in your studies, your vast studies, actually no, just from your time traveling around, that about 24 years ago or so, the Saint King Fahar al-Ghazali magically created springs about a day's walk distance between each other from Kodencal to Toiva.
Yes, the Saint King himself scattered these springs across the desert, so his land would be easier to traverse.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
I guess I forgot that story.
Good for him. All right. Are we there at the spring?
Yes. So it is a spring as described by Tyler's create spring spell. I forgot what it was called.
When I made a pool in Oswald's yard.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow. Is that the first one? The one at my house?
Yes.
Yep, sure is.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So, what are we looking for? Magic?
So give me an investigation check.
I can do that. 15 for me.
I'll let it ride.
Okay.
Hmm.
Solus, you're looking around the spring, and you notice that there is, like, I guess you could call it like a collapsed gopher hole, but much bigger. So, like, the hole, not a hole, there's a part of the ground that looks like something dug it up, and then it was collapsed or filled again.
Collapsed. I'll draw everyone's attention to the hole if they were not aware of it.
A tunnel, maybe. I'm gonna hop over to it,
Yeah, it seems a bit.
and
It's in the spring.
It's in this area,
Oh.
not the spring itself.
I put my hands on the ground, and I cast Mold Earth, and I just dig up. I scoop away like 5 feet of dirt and see if the tunnel actually goes down or if it's totally filled in.
Whoa.
Nice. One of my favorite spells.
Mm-hmm.
It does go down.
Oh.
Thane, you got a light?
Yeah. I'll light one of my torches.
Good eyes, Shauna.
So the circumference of this tunnel is about yay big, maybe, let's see, about 18 inches wide in circumference. Not circumference, diameter.
1.5.
Oh.
Pretty small. It's too big for a
Great.
critter, though.
It's not too big for familiars and smaller folk.
Smelter and Baby could make a 2-person team.
Yeah, we could do that.
I'm afraid me and my 6 limbs might get stuck.
I would be much happier if you sent your critters down there than, well, me going myself.
Very well.
What is smelter? I think I missed that description.
So visually, Smelter is like a pink crystal, like fractal crystal that is kind of surrounded by an aura of blue flame that just floats around.
Nice.
Mechanically, just a hawk.
All right, fair enough. Stated as a hawk.
Yeah, stat as a hawk, but this little mote of gem and fire.
In the distant future, in the year 2000.
I am going to snap my fingers and create a. What should it be? I'm going to create a ring for Smelter to hold in his mouth, and this ring will give him a 5-foot radius of light. Just because I don't think either of our familiars have dark vision.
Oh, thank goodness. I was about to transform my familiar right now. And he doesn't like that. Okay.
Yeah, I snap my fingers, and you can all see like the way that this ring is created. It's like first it's created as like a super low res polygon kind of type of a ring, and then slowly it gains more sides, and eventually it like smooths out as if like it's a model that's being just processed.
You just 3D print that right now?
With my mind, bro.
All right. Yeah, that'll come in handy.
Okay, you send your familiars in?
Yep.
Yeah, at least until 100 feet. That's how far I can.
Yes.
Okay. It goes down and down, and this tunnel continues, and then it reaches a fork. Let's say left and right.
I assume we're both. So we can both still talk, but we're just seeing and hearing. Oh shit! Are we hearing also through our familiars?
We can only hear and see through our familiars. We are essentially blinded and deaf.
God
I
damn.
mean, you can still like
We can still
start
pop
to
out.
go one way and then go the other.
Yeah.
If someone
Yeah,
else is
yeah.
like
We can animal
So-
communicate.
Yeah,
shrink and
exactly.
negotiate.
Wait, so Solus, what does it look like when you are looking through the eyes of fate? Like, what is Solus look like?
What does soulless look like? Like when I look at myself, or I'm not sure what you're asking me here.
Like when you activate the ability that lets you see through baby, do your eyes like
Oh
become
yeah.
black again? Like
No, I like to sit down cross-legged. I take a deep breath and I just close my eyes, and everything around me just becomes muffled and black.
okay. Waylon's eyes definitely glow with like a blue fire, sand style. Just so everyone knows.
Nice.
All right, right or left?
And as he points left with his
All
beak.
right, I guess I'll go right.
He ticks the ground on the left path.
Smelter just like rolls his eyes.
Okay,
Fucking
well,
goes to the right.
Smelter's the one with the light, remember?
Oh shit, you're right.
So we're
Yeah,
going right?
I mean, we have to stay together, right? Because you have the light. So
Yeah. So I'm following you.
Mhm.
All right, so you see that this one kind of curves back around, and eventually you reach a dead end as it curves back upwards.
What does it look like made? Like, are these tunnels? Does it look like something dug these? Does it look like this was made artificially through magic? Like, are these like very finely made tunnels? What is this?
Give me a. What's the check to know a creature's abilities?
Depends on the creature.
Yeah.
All right.
Or just
Arcane-
Let's
General
say,
intelligence. If
Yeah.
yeah,
think
just
of
give me an intelligence check.
All right, so here's the question: would this be my intelligence since I'm looking through the eyes of the
Yes, it's
creature?
your
Yeah,
intelligence.
it would be yours. You're perceiving through its
Yeah.
eyes, so it's like your mind.
I think you only use perception, the beast perception.
Yeah.
Question:
Okay.
How are you two situated while we're sitting outside this hole with your familiars digging around?
Well, I already said
Yeah, go ahead.
I already said that I like to sit cross-legged, so anywhere on the dirt or near the spring is fine with me.
Waylon's probably leaning against any surface, like a tree or something like that, with just his arms folded and his head down.
Okay. With that intelligence check, you've heard of something called the burrow ability, or like there are creatures that can move through the earth as if it were water.
So I can tell that the smoothness of this tunnel is from an ability like that.
Yeah, you think some sort of creature made this tunnel.
That's a fucking,
Okay.
That's a fucking JoJo reference right there.
Is that a JoJo reference?
It is not, because I've not seen JoJo.
Okay. I'll have Smelter go back to the other side now.
tell me you shrimp fried this rice?
All right. It goes deeper, beyond the limits of your 100 feet.
All right, pulling out.
Looks
Or-
like that's the F.
Yeah, as I'm calling him back, my eyes kind of fade back. Well, whatever made those tunnels, it's not digging by normal means. It's almost as if it can swim through the dirt. There's a path further down, but neither Solus nor myself can send our familiars that far.
And it's not safe to send just one person down there alone. Well, we'll keep it in mind, I think. I'm not really sure what to do about this problem just yet. But
Let's,
it is a clue.
can always stake it out, but we should let everyone know at the meeting.
We're Can I recall any creatures that might be native to this area that can do that?
You can give it a try.
Just intelligence?
Yeah. Nope.
Nope.
But you guys hear that everyone who is in town should be outside the sheriff's office now.
I'm going to check my little list. I'm going to count the names on it and count my companions. 5 and 5, including myself. It's comforting.
Let's see. So there's Thane. All right. There's Shayna. That's you. There's Tomwell. Okay, good. Morgan. Wait, what?
What? Hey, Tomwell,
Yeah.
you made a list, right?
Oh, yeah. I just wrote down all your names and what you look like in case
Check
I
it.
start forgetting.
Check it
All right.
twice.
Well, I've got Thane,
Hi.
and you've got that nice armor and the nice hair, and then there's Shanna, and you've got your dragon parts.
Oh, I'm flattered you recognize them as such.
Yeah, they look real nice.
Well, thank you.
Waylon, he's my best buddy, and then Solus, he's got the horn and the bird.
Oh,
And is that all that's on my list, Oliver?
No.
I mean, who's this?
Do I have Tom on my list? Tomwell?
Yes.
Okay. So there's another black-haired halfling.
She's on all of our lists?
Yes.
Oh, and real quick though, with the familiars though, I want to lean over to Shanna and Thane while they're still digging down there and I say, hey, do you two like pranks?
Sometimes.
What kind
Why?
of prank?
Want to see something funny?
Not particularly in the mood. What?
What is it?
Oh, you're right. It's a bad time. Never mind. I said anything.
Oh no.
Well, now I want to know.
No later when we're not trying to investigate forgotten people.
Okay.
Did anyone go in that hole? Waylon?
What do you mean by that?
Do you remember I made this list on the way to the spring.
Yes.
Coming back from the spring, someone's missing. Did anyone go in that hole?
As far as I remember, we only sent in Smelter and Baby.
Make an intelligence check, now that you're thinking about it.
Oh, God. Wait. Nice. Nice.
It's there again. Wait. This is big enough for a halfling.
Now that you mention it, it does hurt to think about who went in. And the hole is large enough to fit a halfling. And Tomwell's here, and we're missing someone.
We don't even need to go to this town meeting. We know something terrible is up.
Do you think it's a bad idea to tell everyone?
This Morgan is missing. We wrote her name down.
I have no idea.
Should we ask Buck maybe if he knows a Morgan?
He won't remember. That's how this magic works.
Maybe another peek in the records office.
Well,
All right.
Either that, or we send you and Smelter and Baby down right now because she could be getting away with our answers.
And then we forget Tomwell, and we're right back where we started.
No, okay. Who's got a length of rope?
I do.
Here. All right. If you think we have a missing person down in that hole, just tie me up and hold on to that other end like my life depends on it.
But what if
The
I forget
tunnel was at least 100 feet long.
Well, I've got 50 feet of rope here.
I have 50 feet of rope.
All right. Well, let's get tying.
You would get as far as our familiars had gone.
Anyone
Well,
else?
what about
More rope?
More rope here.
never
Yeah.
leave home without it.
Never leave home without your 50 feet of rope.
You all carry rope on you?
Of course.
I always said,
My-
don't forget to bring rope.
I didn't
It's
go-
essential if you're out on the road.
I'm
Never know when you're going to need it.
I'm a little embarrassed. Mine's a little shorter than everybody's. I only got 30.
Embarrassment's a little shorter than everybody else's.
Yeah. You notice one end of your rope seems to be quite frayed, as if something cut through it.
We've already tried this. God damn it.
Wow, god damn it. Fuck.
I'm going to write that down next to Morgan's name.
Yeah.
We tried. Rope didn't work.
Wait, am I dirty like I've been rolling around in a dirty tunnel?
You know.
Am I dirty? Like I've been poking around in dirt? Like that sounds like a thing I would do.
Other than your Move Earth spell, no.
Well, whoever tried it wasn't me. My clothes are clean.
It was Morgan. They already cut her loose. And they took her. Damn it. But what? I have no idea.
This is quite difficult when as soon as we learn something, it's taken from us.
Oh, it's another JoJo reference.
I mean, I still don't think it can hurt to take another look down there, but
If
I need y'all to have my back. If you hear anything down there, I need you to start tugging.
but what if we forget?
We've
the
already
rope-
tried this.
And what if we forget you're at the other end of that rope?
I will remember why I'm holding the rope.
If the
Yeah.
rope is simply cut as well, then
Then
pulling
yeah,
you will do nothing.
it's gonna get cut. and then we're gonna forget you were there, and we'll pull back our rope, and it'll be empty, and we won't think anything
And
weird about it.
And the only thing we'll remember about you is the name in our books.
Uh-huh. Is
I don't know.
there...
I don't know who this Morgan person was. I think I might be able to hold my own, but
Well, we're compiling a list of missing people, though. That's
Yes.
something. And we have census data on who these people were. Maybe there's a connection.
all right.
We know that the parents of Keller and Julia are missing. We know that the wife of Buck is missing. We know that Morgan is missing.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't seem ethnic, at least.
Yes, humans or centaurs, it doesn't matter.
You think staking out this hole will do any good?
Who knows how long we've been here already?
Ah, shit.
That's kind of true. If you were there for 2 weeks and you completely forgot.
What if that's why you locked yourself up?
Yeah, I guess that could be. I guess it has to be, right?
That's not a bad idea. But even if it was, then it didn't do any good because those kids' parents went missing. Even when you locked up.
Yes.
So if it is you, or if you're involved somehow, I still need to find the connection.
Solus, has anything been written in your book that you don't recall writing yourself in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, maybe you've been taking notes.
Solus does give out a small chuckle. Yeah. There's a lot of writing in there that I don't
Oh no.
quite understand.
Maybe
But-
it's a language I know.
Possibly I could know as well.
Yeah, you could take a look at it if you'd like, but if I've been here for 2.5 weeks, but these disappearances have been going on for about a year.
Well, we don't know that. It could be people's altered memories.
Well, the mine stopped about a year ago, right?
But the miners closed and the children's dresser were newly soiled, which means that it's possible the mine has been open this whole time.
Uh-huh.
Once we're done with this town meeting, I think we gotta head down there.
Yeah,
Wouldn't
probably. That could be the connection.
let's go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind poking around the records again and seeing if anything stands out to us just really quick.
Perhaps looking for this Morgan would be the best choice. Seeing if there's any information on her.
True.
All right, let's stop by the records office one more time before we hit the town square. But I think this is becoming more of a mystery than I was expecting, or perhaps prepared for.
It's quite a bit more threatening than I initially thought. I'll give it that.
I bet you're glad you stuck around, huh?
Mm.
Not sure if we had a choice after all of this.
Glad is a strong word.
I sure am glad you stuck around.
When Smelter gets back, I take the ring from his mouth that glowed, and I snap again, and I turn it into my pipe, and I begin smoking it.
Yeah.
All right, what have you got in your pipe?
Oh, you know it's that fucking flay leaf.
Yeah, so what strain of flay leaf do you got there?
Oh god,
You know, OG Kush.
it's story relevant. What kind?
I actually, where did I get this?
Let's see. This would have been. Oh, of course, this is your favorite strain, and you've stocked up on it now that you're back. You've gone back through Code and Cal,
Back on the
and
mainland. Yeah.
back on the mainland. Didn't have any of this back up in the library.
Yeah, I bet not, dude.
No, this is called a bookworm.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yo, is Waylon a sativa guy or an indica guy?
Dude, it's all about the mental. It's all about the mental. Gotta change how your mind works.
Uh-huh.
Sativa it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, since Waylon's getting ready, I'm gonna go under my poncho and grab a little book of cigarettes. I'm gonna pop it open and I'm gonna look up the thing and say, "You want one?"
Bane's gonna look at Shanna.
What are you looking at me for?
Are you their keeper?
I mean, I don't help. What it's because I don't. It's because I've been real vocal about mom smoking in the past, isn't it? You do what you want, Bane.
I think that I'm okay. Thank you.
All right, suit yourself. I'm gonna take one out of the little case and I'm gonna take a bite out of it because it's a candy cigarette.
Oh my god.
I want one now.
I was just about to say, Tummel's like the least hard-boiled detective.
Tomo, can I change my mind?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you go. No, I'll hand you one.
I'm a munchin' and a crunchin' on that
Crunch,
candy
crunch,
cigarette.
crunch.
Yeah, it's a dark chocolate.
So, Thane,
Yes?
I see where the armor of a cloister.
I suppose.
From where do your paladin abilities originate?
Now, here's the thing.
Shit's like,
I don't know.
Wow.
I just sort of have them.
well, I meant to talk to you about that thing. I have a sneaking suspicion.
Proof that the gods are just as fickle as I supposed.
Quite the opposite, I think. But we'll see.
So no hymns, prayers, or otherwise for you?
Not really. It's kind of like my dad. He wasn't really into that sort of thing either. But he's a great paladin.
Your father?
Yeah.
What such holy man was he?
Mitra. He worshipped Mitra.
And if so, you said, well known. By what name did he go by?
He wasn't very well known.
I didn't say well known. I just said he was a very good paladin.
We admire him.
Yes.
My apologies. I assumed that he may have been of the many great paladins known by history.
Kind of a weird conversation to be having right now, huh?
A little bit.
I mean, we are on our way back.
How are those records?
I thought there would be a few minutes traveling back to the office.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Now, I do enjoy a bit of chit chat, but I'm a little afraid to lose focus at a time like this because I might not be able to remember what I was doing.
Wait,
If anything, learning more about Stain is helping me remember.
what if Solus is the? No, I'm kidding.
I can go.
So,
No,
Solus, you stay. You're wonderful.
so as you
Oh,
guys
look
walk
at all
into
these townspeople.
yeah, as you walk into the main street again, you see that pretty much everyone in town is now assembled there in front of the sheriff's office.
Oh. The Guild of Drunks, I see.
Well, if you entered the saloon any time except early morning, they would have been there. But there we go.
I see. Bernard the laborer.
my name's Bernard. I do labor.
Solidarity, Bernard.
Like maybe
Solidarity.
get a better title, bro. Like
Sad part is he chose it himself.
yeah.
That was
Maybe
all
he takes
him,
a lot of
dude.
pride in it. Maybe
Yeah,
like,
he's really
I'm
into
real good at
workers'
working.
rights. Yeah, he's a real Marxist.
Oh shit.
Damn,
Yeah,
you're right.
that's the real reason the mine shut down. He started a union, and then they're just
The
like,
union
fuck
of
it all.
one. He picked dues to himself.
Comes up to you and just with the thickest Russian accent says, "Greetings, friends. Are you proletariat?"
Oh my
Shannon's
god.
just like, I prefer not to answer that question.
Yeah. It's complicated.
Yeah, so there is a woman with a big fluffy hat with a large feather, and she's got a really frilly dress on. There's a tiefling and another woman next to him. There's a dude, really muscular. There's a halfling with red hair, and various other townspeople that will give you NPC interactions if you wish.
Oh.
Oh, he's got them all lined up.
Open them up.
Wait a second. Wait. Where's the goblin? Where's the goblin bartender?
There's
Where's Boblin?
There has to be one.
I
Where's
was just going to
Boblin
ask
the
where
goblin?
Boblin was.
Might be.
Are we splitting up here? Are we all choosing different people? How are we doing this?
Yeah,
well,
so
I like
so
people.
you've got the census, and you've got everyone gathered. What are you guys doing?
I am going to keep a careful eye on the town drunks, who I will look at and seek out the ones that have bruises.
They're all giving you the stink eye.
And I'm
Yeah,
giving
I
this
bet.
guy right back. Hand on the sword, ready.
Hey, I know you're trying to protect my honor and all, but let's not get thrown in jail. Bad start to the adventure.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? We get a free place to stay the night?
Yeah, and we forget why we're there, and I forget about you.
Ended up like Solus.
Uh-huh.
Well, if they
I-
start anything, I'm damn well gonna finish it.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna get the town drunks with one of these.
They spit in your direction.
Oh, it's getting testy.
I'm getting real close.
I also spit in their direction, and when it lands on the ground, it is a fucking glob of acid.
It
And
is.
I growl.
Just like looking into the sky, like, oh no.
Give me a perception check.
Who
Yeah, you.
have you gotten
Me.
yourself mixed up with,
Oh.
Waylon?
Make a perception check.
Big
Oh, hey.
hat.
All right. Sometimes the odds are in my favor.
That's pretty good.
So the tiefling with the horns curling back, him and this woman are whispering to each other, more her to him, and out of the, you can just hear like, go for it, come on.
Oh.
I am suddenly relaxed and receptive.
Suddenly relaxed and receptive.
And he walks towards you in the barest, least effective, nonchalant walk you've seen. And he's like, so, new in town?
Yeah. Just rolled in last night.
Holy shit.
Thane knows this voice. She knows this voice too well.
Well, not a lot of tieflings come through here. Where are you from?
Ooh.
I'm actually not a tiefling,
Like, what?
but I'm from Cow.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. It's understandable.
Awkward.
Well, my name is Courage. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure, Courage. Listen, I have a feeling where this is going. But actually, I seem to have stumbled into a bit of a mystery. And, have you noticed anything strange lately, Courage? Some maybe lapse in memory you've been experiencing?
This whole fucking town is strange. I don't know.
Are you from here?
Yeah, I've been working the hotel my whole life. Well, I mean, no, we made the hotel and, well, anyways, sorry, I lost my train of thought.
Doesn't remember.
You made the hotel. Do you remember how long ago that was?
Oh, it's been here since we started, or since the town was founded.
Which was how many years ago?
Like 24, 25 years ago?
About the same time the spring popped up.
It must, yeah, I mean, the town must have been founded for the resource of the spring. So, okay.
You said the whole town's strange. Did you mean anything specific?
I don't know. I don't like to think about it too hard, but like, so you see the about maybe 24 people overall here gathered. So we used to have a lot more business. I remember that the saloon used to be like filled every night.
What happened?
Nothing happened. Or I guess people left because I don't know. Usually when travelers come by, we guys stop on at our hotel. But there's a lot of buildings here that were built and then no one lived there. It's like some idiot real estate person made a bunch of houses and then decided not to live in them.
That's unrealistic.
Yeah, he would just build houses.
All very likely.
Do you know what god they worshipped in that chapel up there?
So it's kind of a inter god chapel. They took turns kind of day to day. But Sarenrae was the main one.
Okay, that scans.
What does that mean? What's the other one though?
Well, I'm guessing other
well,
mainstream deities.
I mean, like, Sarenrae took Sunday, obviously, but on other days,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Other days are devoted to other gods.
Yeah. Not that like just randomly changed. Okay.
I feel like Torag has Mondays.
and like, the biggest house here.
The mayor.
Yeah.
Do you have a mayor?
No, we've. I guess Sheriff Bucky's been the one that's running the town.
Yeah,
Ooh, I want to flip through those census papers and see if there's anyone listed with the occupation of mayor.
Yeah, I do too. And I want to check out the mayor's house.
Mayor Oswald Hyde.
Oh God, no.
There's funk in the spring. We solved it.
Oh shit! I dropped my weed.
Oh shit, my weed.
Oh my God!
Just
potent enough to cause townwide amnesia.
Oh God, that's why it's the drugs.
now that's a twist. Yeah, like mass hallucinations and hysteria.
Yeah. Also, it's like this weed splits you from your other temporal possibilities.
Oh God!
Why did you do this?
How fucking powerful! Oswald's been doing research in that lake laboratory of his.
Yeah. There was a Mayor Silver Star.
Oh. Okay.
Who named the street after him, Silver Street. Or you would presume. And look at that. Color and Julia have a father listed there. Jared.
Okay.
In fact, a lot of these establishments seem to be missing founders or employees. You see, the record office had someone making records.
Yeah. This is all fitting with the picture we already kind of established.
Yes.
I'm trying to figure out if there's any reason or connection between the people who are disappearing, like why they are being targeted, or if it's random. What do you think, Tom?
Are they people of importance or any particular station in the town? Like Vanessa, did she have any important job listed? The mayor is missing. What about Jared? Was he important to the town's industry?
Sure.
Yeah, were they all related to the mines?
I mean, we don't remember. He could have been like the foreman of the mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me an intelligence check to try and make a deduction here.
Proficiency or none? Just general intelligence?
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, You do a cross-section examination of where people lived and who is no longer there. And you see that none of the miners that are listed here are present at the town meeting. You see after that, well, you notice after that, there is no real pattern.
And someone disappeared going underground to try and chase after the thing that's digging tunnels related to mining. Ooh, I think we maybe do want to check out the mines.
I think that's definitely a good step.
That's got to be it.
As long as we're all aware that that increases the likelihood of us being forgotten.
Well, there has to
Does
be
anyone have a sending spell?
A what now?
Never mind.
You know what?
Fortunately not.
All right, I'm going to go up to Buck. All right, well, I think me and the rest are going to go see if anything's been happening in the old mine.
What'd you find, partner?
Well, looking at the town census and the people that are missing, it looks like a lot of miners are unaccounted for. We found something that was burrowing around the spring to the northeast of town too. You know, Buck, I gotta admit, I'm a little scared that something might happen to all of us down there, and no one will remember and think to look. So, I'm gonna hand him a note. It's got all of our descriptions, and it's gonna say we are in the mine. And then the day. I don't know what date it is, but I'm gonna date the paper, write all of our names, and say we are in the mine. Say, hold on to that real tight, okay?
All right.
I would mutter in Celestial that someone will come looking. Mom knows where we were going and the route we were taking. Someone will find that paper, right?
I mean, I hope so.
What is
No, all y'all be careful.
One other thing, Sheriff. Is by any chance there's a trap maker in town, a hunter?
Clint probably is your best bet.
Well, traps don't forget, so maybe it's a good idea to set up a snare or something of that ilk by the burrow, by the spring. Maybe we can catch. We can at least temporarily stop it. Won't hurt.
We can at least just see if something came out. An alarm spell would do the trick too.
Yeah.
Think we should be looking after the spring? Something wrong with the spring?
Well, just the burrow. About a foot and a half wide. We think a halfling might have gotten dragged under. We tried looking down there up to 100 feet, but we couldn't go any further than that. It goes deeper than that. But yeah, that might be a good start. Until then, I think I guess we'll be at the mines.
Alrighty then.
If
But,
they have it covered, then I suppose we're ready to go.
Can I be honest with all y'all?
Hmm.
He takes a deep breath and he rubs the sides of his arms. I don't got anybody to remember me.
You got us now.
Thanks.
uh,
Alright, let's go.
and Carrie, the dancer, gives you a wink. I'll remember you, Seek.
Thank you.
Now, do we, anyone need time to prepare?
Hmm.
I mean, I got all my magics. Got everything on me. Yeah.
Alright, with everyone heading to the mines, we will end the first session.
Ah!
Oh man.
That was sick.
Oh, spooky!
Yes, very good.
Halloween episode.
Good Halloweeny.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Are we playing next week?
Next
Yes.
week is the 30th, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Not
I
even
don't know
Halloween.
what
I
the
don't see
travel
why not.
plans are.
Oh,
Does anyone have any Halloween parties that we're going to?
well,
Well,
that'd be Thursday,
Yeah,
right?
next Wednesday is not Halloween.
It's the 30th.